I was yanking on hoses all fucking week.
You said something.
It was important.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How do you get out of there?
The same way you got in.
You know what? All right, let me go. I'm going to do... I tie up... Oh, here we go. I'm going to print this fucker out so you guys can't yell at me.
Please remember, the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of Dysfunctional Veterans.
Let's get it started in here. Get this party started on a Saturday night. I'm on the highway to hell all night long.
'Cause I got friends in low places where they play that funky music, white boy. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I'm alive, yeah.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
This is Barracks Talk. It's DV Radio.
Google broke the toilet.
But I think I just broke my desk.
Tonight, Google is planning on taking over the world.
You can dip Brussels sprouts in chocolate to make them look like cake pops.
$15 is a little steep for a bag of dicks. It should be like $14.99.
I'm pretty easy to please.
Not even want to touch it as much as I want to.
Are you sure?
And we just went there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio. Yeah, you listen to the podcast there, young man.
You're tuned in to WDVR on dvradio.net or by searching DV Radio on the free Live 365 app on your mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk on dvradio.net, WDVR. It is July 20th, 2019. You are listening to us from the United States, Canada, and the UK. All other countries, you're listening to us on podcast because our license and through 365 does not extend to any countries outside those three I mentioned. I'm Bonerwood. We've got DV6, Oink, and the PTSDog, Joaquin Wata. Recoil couldn't make it because he's had one hell of a fucking week yanking some stuff. And Google, well, she always has priorities 6 weeks in advance apparently now, so we don't have her. But however, how's everyone doing this evening?
Well, yeah!
Just playing with hoses all week.
6 is fired up.
Yeah, he was so fired up in that pre-show. Holy fuck.
We got a lot done.
I thought we were going to have to mute him out there for a minute. He would not shut the fuck up. Then he goes, no, Joaquin. Joaquin's the one over there. Him and Oink's talking, Bo, are you okay? Yeah, I can't get a word in edgewise. You talking for 30 fucking minutes straight.
Well, I'm so excited about Area 51 and the Top Gun trailer coming out at the same time. It's insane.
I did hear that Maverick could not get his general promotion because of a certain phallic object in the air that was drawn.
Don't give out any spoilers. You remember the last time this organization did that? We pissed off half the country.
Well, I did hear that Goose was resurrected in some way, shape, or form. No, I didn't. I really didn't.
Take my breath away.
You know what?
Well, in honor of Top Gun, we got to do it. We got to do my version.
Go ahead.
You never close your eyes. Because I can't do it on the pages. I'll get banned for hate speech.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready, and I'll put some music behind it later on for the podcast.
All right. You got to put the right... Never close your eyes anymore. No, wait. How's it go? How's it start? When you suck. All right, we'll start over. Cut. Never close your eyes anymore when you suck my dick. Well, there's no tenderness like before in her pussy lips. She's trying hard not to swallow, baby. But baby, this load's a mouthful. I've lost that throbbing feeling.
Oh,
Whoa, that throbbing feeling.
oh.
Great way to mess up a real romantic song. So when that whole scene came out, when we were in the military, when that movie came out, everybody was doing it. So when I started it, everybody joined in like they knew the words, and the rest of the real squad would be like, "Oh no, you don't know the words," and they're like, "Yeah, I do." No, you don't, you weirdo. What are you singing? Come on.
That sounds like that song. I can do I can do anything better than you. Sounds like what they were doing.
If you're from Alaska, maybe. So, what a hell of a week, right? Did everybody do their introductions and stuff? Because I don't want to, get in trouble again. I'm married. I'm used to that.
Well, I asked how everyone was doing, and then me and you went into the Top Gun thing. So,
back to you, Bob.
Well, how's everybody doing here, Steve?
Well, I've been good ever since I got rid of that corn on the edge of my, tip of the phalanx or fallacy or whatever that the penis is called properly.
Somebody stop giving sex monsters.
He's gotten something.
We're gonna change your name to Kyle.
We went. This is the second weekend in a row we took the guys down to the river, but I found a better spot where all the kids go. That's the good spot where it is. Like you got to climb down this cliff, and we got the rucksack with all the shit. I've got 2 residents, both dogs, a bird flying up and down the mountain, going back and forth between me and Google, and her kid. And then when we got down there, I found an even. And I'm wearing boots. I'm in my shorts. Man, let me tell you, it's like it was. Well, you know what they say. It's 96, but with the heat index, it's like fucking hell here. But once I got in the water, oh God, I feel good.
You feel good.
And I haven't been on the page much because Facebook keeps finding shit to ban from the old page. I'm still getting banned from the old page.
From the page that's no longer in existence.
Right. Well, it is for me, but
right.
I can see it, but nobody else can. But apparently that's offensive.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So, and I didn't get it. And today's the 50th anniversary of me being 50 years old and 3+. And also the moon landing.
Of Apollo 11.
Yeah, the numbers don't matter.
Oh, but it does, because that's Apollo 11.
Well, what happened to Apollo 1? Why didn't they go to the moon?
That's what I'm saying. These numbers matter.
And what's up with this boot, man? First footprint was made with this one. Look at the suit. Yeah, okay. Like, even if it was fake, oh, man, look, we screwed up the first footprint. You seen those pictures? Where they're saying the moon land was fake because they're showing pictures of the astronauts' boots.
Man, I've seen so many conspiracy theories. I've seen where there's a number on the rock, which means it was done in the studio with the green screen. Motherfucker, that is not a goddamn number. That's just your brain playing tricks on you. It's called a fucking illusion.
Kids today will never know. Back when we were growing up, we were always going to the fucking moon. What are you talking about? we're so busy fighting each other now, we can't do shit. We're driving as we're going to work, our welfare office on potholed roads.
Man, that was our medical science research. That was our medical science research, going to the fucking health department and signing up to be the first ones to the moon. How long can you sleep?
I posted some facts though, before I, disappeared for a day or two. They went up this morning or last night? Today, yeah, they went up today. I scheduled them weeks ago. Yeah, that's my story.
What were the facts pertaining to?
Oh, well, how much he got in TDY pay, travel pay to go to the moon. It was like $68.
Oh, okay.
The other one was What's Flatter Than the Earth? An Anti-Vaxxer's Kids EKG. The other one, the Neil Armstrong used to walk around, or was it Buzz? One of them had a sense of humor. And ever since he came back from the moon, he'd be telling a story about the moon or a joke, and there'd be no punchline, and they wouldn't laugh, and he'd go, "Oh, I forgot you had to be there."
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's how he always did. Oh, you wouldn't get you'd have to be there. You never went to understand. Come on, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm making up for Google not being here.
I'm with you till you kick me off in 20 minutes, so I have to go out and the horses. For those who don't know, we're still full here. I've added a few as the beds open; they're being filled right away, and there's even more waiting. And it's holy shit! I forgot. Like it's been a while since we had a whole bunch of people come. Well, a whole bunch, but more than one at a time. It's a lot of work. My time has been. Like, I haven't even been going to the warehouse. I'm surprised they're not riding down there because they haven't seen my beautiful presence. But I forgot just how intensive it was the first 30 days or so when you get new people. How much work is involved with just like doing this? Holy crap. And then having the horses too at the same time. That's new.
Yeah.
So
I was just going to say, how's that coming along with the horses, with Google and showing the residents?
You're doing really good. The men are, we accelerated, like I wanted to wait 3 months, but, they're suited are really, really squared away for residents. So they're all helping, like we'll do, not only the ship patrol, but Martha's really, really anal about the care of the horses. And one of them's having issues with feeding. So she's in charge of that. And then when it comes to the stalls, like she wants perfection. So she's teaching them the proper way of cleaning stalls and stuff. But the best part is taking them out a couple times a day to graze, where teaching the guys to handle the horses. And these aren't easy. One of the horses it's even challenging for me because he wants to be in charge. But we walk them up and down the roads. Like today we were bathing them. They got bathed 2 or 3 times today, or hosed down. Not bathed. Bathing is when you use soap, I found out. I learned that dating. But
I was drinking some of my Dr. Pepper and I felt it almost go up my nostril. Holy fuck. God damn it.
That dating, you got to shower and shit.
At least once a month.
Yeah. Well,
wait, it has to be monthly?
I never heard that. Don't believe that shit. That's
okay. Don't fucking scare me, man. My anxiety's high enough tonight.
You don't even have to do it anymore. You do that sponge bath thing.
Sponge bath.
Well, I mean, you never take me up on my offer when I offered a sponge bath. Yeah.
Because you're always grabbing at my nipples.
They are kind of cute. When you don't work out like you do, they get all soft and puffy.
I don't know. Right, I think I work out enough moving my 200-pound ass with my fucking arms.
Good news, everybody. If you want, you can meet me down in Mayberry. I'll be down at Bo's house again the second week in August. I should be there, but I'll need a day to recover. So the 16th or 17th, I'll be there. And I'll be there as long as I can stay to guarantee I get to Chappie's in Colorado. Then I'm going to North Dakota, apparently to see just how flat it really is.
North Dakota.
That's not how it goes. It goes north to Alaska. We're going north to the rush.
I really don't want to scream right now.
North to Alaska. We're going north. The rush is on.
Like zoinks.
Way up north.
Jesus fucking Christ.
North. Go. We're going. All right. Anyhow, what else is going on? Got a busy schedule. We got the local Keene Chrysler Dodge is hosting an event and sponsoring the farm with all the proceeds they're going to donate. That's while I'm on the road, August 25th. They're having a Burnout car rally or something with vendors and all that shebang.
If they do it right, those are actually pretty fucking sweet.
The new pictures for the truck, I did post them. They're in the video, the last video I did. I have new professional signs made now for the DB Farm truck that say danger, big red letters with arrows pointing to the windows, danger, and then underneath attack Parrot. It looks sharp.
He's not joking. You guys got to go over there and check that out.
It's awesome. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks really fucking professional. I like it.
I'll show you, Bo. I'll drive down just to show you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and the update on the boyfriend, he has not been back to the house since.
Oh.
Yep. We had some pretty good conversation, though, with my niece. Explaining it to her. You know. Anyhow, what else is going on? I haven't drank out of any toilets, unlike the people in those cages. No. What else?
We went there. We fucking went there.
Yeah, it's like
I saw
she's just getting
down in Congress. She doubled down on that bullshit too.
Yeah, well, that's not all. That one guy's not playing. That big, huge dude. He's going after everybody. And when they go, have you ever, is it because they're not the same color as you? What? And he's like, how dare you? How dare you? I've served this country for 34 years and stuff. I was like, give it to him. I can only imagine what I would say, what I would do.
What I love is when they bring up the ICE member, the ICE force is majority whites, and then you've got the guy that's over the administration for ICE, and he's like, no, the majority of them are Latino or of some Mexican descent. And her face is just like, oh my God, he caught me. No, what am I going to do? And then she goes back to the stupid, but you're the one that signed this and approved it, right?
Yeah,
Shut
right.
the fuck up. Fucking goddamn.
Yeah, because everybody that commits a felon is able to keep their kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
so don't forget, everybody, the new, I want to thank everybody that donated or shopped Amazon on the 15th and 16th or the 16th and 17th, whatever those 2 days were. Thank you for selecting DB Farm as charity. Don't forget, the birthday fundraisers are an important part of funding the DB Farm. So when you're on Facebook and it's around your birthday, Facebook will let you start a birthday fundraiser in honor of your name or on behalf of your name or whatever for your birthday, and you can select DB Farm as charity. What else?
6. Do you want to bring up asking for money?
No. Why?
The comment that we had with the prom day thing.
Oh, you gotta. So Bo's talking about what he's talking about is some of the most. You see some of the most retarded. Oh, there you go. Whatever. Some of the stupid ass comments. Bo puts together the time because I don't have it. He found out that the whole Smile.Amazon has these special days where they donate more than the usual percentage. He put together this little promo thing and posted it to the page, reminding people, hey, if you shop Amazon in these 2 days, and select DB Farm, Amazon will donate X amount, blah, blah, blah. And here comes the first comment. Well, that's it. I like this page, but when you start asking for money, fuck that shit. I'm out of here. Okay. Nobody was asking for money, and he was just putting out a PSA saying if you shop on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're asking for money. We're asking for money before this announcement, but I don't think that guy can leave a comment like that now.
Yeah, it's just funny because me and Six both said it. He's complaining about us asking for money when in reality we're saying when you're shopping, spending money at no extra fee or hidden cost, please make DB Farm your charity of choice so Amazon can give the money, not you, not yourself.
No. That's like reading comprehension is really like.
Yeah. I can't read.
I actually 3 years ago when I started PTSDog page, I made a meme. Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. It says, "Reading, motherfucker. You comprehend it."
Yeah. I remember that one.
People just don't just slow down and take the time and pay attention to what the words say.
Well, it's not only that. Most people just want to read one or two things and then they come up with this whole conclusion. Like I asked tonight on the post, what do you guys, other than politics and the idiotic stuff going on that's trending right now, want us to talk about? And it's obvious that most of them seen the title is called Barracks Talk, and we're apparently all active duty because most of them were wanting us to talk about, commanders and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. None of you have listened to the fucking show.
Radio.
Right. I've actually had some people get upset because of how we title the shows, and I'm like, I title the shows based on what we say, not just for you to click on it. Yeah, it's an interesting title, but I don't put anything in the title that...
Gerbil. And when he wants to pick the title, he has them walk over a keyboard and stuff.
Yeah.
Or he takes his crippled nub hands and he just slaps the computer, and that's how he comes up with the title.
He mushroom stamps the keyboard. That's all it is.
Right. That's how I hear it.
He'll be able to go, once he's out of the living room for the first time in 10 years and has his own privacy, he'll be going back to teabagging the computer. You can't do that with, family in the living room there. Bo, honey, what are you doing? Pull your pants up, please.
If I wore pants. But people know
let
that...
the boy do what he wants to do.
It's funny because people that have listened to the show know that either we come up with the show title in the show, someone sends us a show title, or we name it something that is said within the show or described. And they just want to say, it's clickbait. I can't believe you said that.
You know what? You know what we can do, folks? You're thankful that Bo takes the time to come up with these, I think pretty cool titles. He can do what I do over on the pages when I have a contest. Nobody's called me out on it yet, because I guess they're more interested in winning shit. But have you ever noticed it's always DB contest number 69? Nobody ever calls me. Hey, we're still, didn't we just have it? The 69, shouldn't this be 70?
Well, speaking of show titles, you remember the one where we were talking about is DV and DV Radio leaving? They were so pissed off at me. There was a few that were pissed off at me because I titled it, "Where is DV and DV Radio leaving?" And I was like, people were asking, what else was I supposed to title the fucking podcast? Dipshits and hoes? Like, that's not going to work.
Boats and hoes.
Why am I in a French maid's outfit in the chat box?
Because we were talking about you giving me a sponge bath.
Oh, okay. I'm caught up now. All right.
Fucking hell. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Apparently, even when, I worry about us sometimes, and this profanity thing.
What fucking profanity thing?
Huh?
What fucking profanity thing?
Now, see, that was, so, can you, you guys out there know the difference between somebody forcing it and not forcing it, right? You can obviously, when somebody tries to sound like, well, there's somebody out there, I'm not going to mention his name. This is the one, guys, for the host. You know who I'm talking about. But that was, but for the audience, I'm not going to name this individual. But one of the things also that was mentioned in this phone call that that person at that place had said was they had to talk to him about his profanity, I was told. Because it's like, that's all he does is, it's profanity laced. And I was like, and this is the same person that says, oh, those shirts are bad. The public gives a bad perception. It's not. But yeah, you walking and breathing and talk can do more damage to the image of a veteran than our shirts ever will.
Yep.
Just, if you've ever heard them talk, you know what the diarrhea of the mouth is now.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun. Anyhow, first week, Bo discovers midget transvestite Yeah. You know what's really crazy is bad news for my VA. I'm gonna snap. One of the best VAs in the country. About 4 years ago, the new director took over, and his first order of business was to ban smoke, to get rid of the 3 shacks we had for smoking. You couldn't smoke anywhere you wanted, just in the area. So his first thing was to ban it and only put 1 shack left, you know. So if anybody wanted to smoke, they had to go to this obscure place in the back of the parking lot or something. Well, now we got a new one. He's banning, you can't have dip in your mouth, you can't have tobacco products on the property, and you're not allowed, the cops could never say anything if you were smoking in your car because you're in your car. Now that's all, they're going to try to enforce that next now. They're getting rid of the last smoke shack, and there's no dip, no vaping, no smoking, whatever. Thanks a lot for alienating the vets.
Well, not only that, but the VA supposedly is going smokeless, smoke-free, except for the employees. But no patients can smoke.
No, the employees can't smoke. I'm talking about everybody. Each VA is different. I've been, I got 5 VAs I can pick within 2 hours of me. And each one's different, you know. The other ones, you can, you know, there's no enforcement of smoking policy and all that. That's in the city. Good luck. They'll shoot you, the vets. And then the one where I go in Northampton, Mass, they have all the shacks all around. You know, you can't smoke outside the shack, but imagine 15 people all in that little shack and you come out for a smoke break and you leave, you smell like, you know, tobacco and all. You can't even stand outside the door in the yard. But all the smoke shacks in the old smoking areas were all in the parking lots. So it's okay to breathe in the car fumes. Not tobacco. No. Yeah. Yep. You never close your eyes anymore when you stick the green weenie. Oh, shit, I'm way over my time. I am so sorry. I apologize profusely.
All right. Well, as we mentioned, smile.amazon.com, make DV Farm your charity of choice. When you check out, a portion of your shopping cart goes directly to the DV Farm from Amazon, and you pay nothing extra except for what you pay for in your cart. But we do need to take a break. We need to pay some bills. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk about a few things that are in the works, and we think you guys will be happy. You're tuned into Barracks Talk right here on WDVR, DVRadio.net.
DV Radio.
And the next episode of Media Litter Sandwich.
And then the sound of this old film camera. This is awesome. So I cock it, and then...
Do that again. That sounds awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
I love that sound.
The sound is so different. You don't get that in digital, so it's something different.
Yeah. Oh man, I do love these microphones.
Yeah, pick that up. Rewind.
Oh man, I do love these microphones.
Yeah, pick that up.
What's DV Radio?
DV Radio is for you, the veteran, active duty service member, caregiver, and civilian supporter of the military. DVRadio.net is the online veteran network made for and by veterans. From original shows to syndication, you can find it here on DVRadio.net. In an effort to continue our mission and make better quality shows for each and every one of you, visit our Patreon at patreon.com/DVRadio. Whether you can only pledge $1 per month or that entire $1 million inheritance your uncle left you, there's a tier with rewards waiting for you. So why not keep DV Radio running and get rewarded at the same time? Head to patreon.com/DV Radio now. That's patreon.com/DV Radio.
DV Radio.
You are listening to WDVR, only on DVRadio.net.
Yep, we're back.
So there we were.
This is Barracks Talk, WDVR. You're listening to us live if you're in the United States, Canada, or the UK. Outside of that, you're listening to us on podcast. Yeah. Sorry that we have to cut in every little bit and have Live 365 ads, but right now that's what our ad agreement says. That being said, hopefully we're getting a sponsor coming on with us that will be able to buy out those ads for us. We're in the works with someone right now. We'll let you guys know as soon as that goes through. It's a few different sponsors. It's not just one sponsor, so I don't want you guys to think, oh, God, they're getting all this from one place. No, that's not how this works. But, yeah, that's how this goes. So I don't remember everything I said I was going to talk about, but this is one thing I want to talk about. Photographer Jason Polushniak, he's Polish, if you haven't noticed, talks about film, cameras, shooting pictures of the International Space Station, and they go over a list of bad habits of photographers, and I'm talking about Media Litter Sandwich, which is all new this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get over here into the chat room and listen and all that snazzy, jazzy stuff. But we also have a new show that's airing every Monday at, I believe, 1700. Is that what it is there, Oink?
Sure.
For some reason,
I don't remember either.
For some reason, I can't find my show notes, and I had it written down. But it is 5 p.m. It's at 1700 Eastern Standard Time every Monday. That is Security Sucks Podcast with Mr. Joel the Canuck. That's right. If you missed it last week, you can catch it on his podcast. But the show airs first here, then he releases it on his podcast. But come over here. He wants to talk to all of you. He has some great guests on there that talk about the security business, contracted security business, the ins and outs, and a lot of other various stuff. Everything from veterans to civilians, you name it, he's had them, and he has them on there. But yeah, that's Security Sucks Podcast. That's every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Mr. Joel the Canuck. Right. Followed by on Tuesday, Media Litter Sandwich at, what is it again? Oink doesn't know these show times yet. 7 p.m.
You want us to pull up the schedule or something here?
No.
The sad thing is, I miss a lot of them because of the whole time zone difference, and I really feel bad about that. I really want to get in there and chat along with everybody.
See, I'm trying to mold Oink over here in case, I ever pull the plug on life with Crohn's or anything, But Media Litter Sandwich is Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Honorable Discharge is on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with Ron Ripley. It is an exclusive right here on DV Radio, and you can only get it here on DV Radio and DV Radio's podcast. Thursdays, even though it's on hiatus this month, it is Up in Arms podcast. That is at
8 p.m.
2000 Eastern Standard Time. That's right there, Mr. Dog. And then you've got us on Saturdays. Good old fucking Barracks talk.
Show on Sundays at 2000.
There you go. I was getting to it, but you didn't let me get to it. I was going down the fucking week, retard. God damn it, motherfucker.
We've got shows on every night but Friday night.
Every night but Friday night right now. Yep. We are working on the Sunday morning coffee show. That's right. It's called Sunday Morning Coffee right here on dvradio.net. It's going to be myself, PTSDog, and a few others from DVR Thoughts, and we are going to bring some others on here and there. We might have guests, we might not, but we're not going to make it into some politically correct bullshit. It's going to be us being us, talking about stuff that matters in the veteran community, and then just bullshitting like you would around a cup of coffee in the mornings with your friends out, at the cafe or whatever. That's what we're going to be doing. And that show is exclusively brought to you by Ubora Coffee Roasters. If you want a bag of Battlegrounds coffee, head over to uboracoffee.com. Over there, you can get either a 12-ounce or a 5-pound bag. And I'll tell you right now, that's the cheapest, freshest coffee you're going to buy anywhere. Most places, it's $70+ but you can get a bag of 5 pounds Battleground coffee, DV Radio's blend, for $65, and you can get the 12-ounce for only $10. And I say it's the freshest, as in it's roasted the morning after you place your order, then it's sent to your house no later than 5 days. It gets to your house usually within 5 days, if you're in the United States, obviously. A portion of your purchase when buying Battlegrounds coffee comes back to DV Radio. Also, Ubora Coffee Roasters is a veteran-owned business. They are 2 active-duty Navy men. Seaman. They're great. Philip and Andre are great. I could not ask for better partners. You know, they're fucking wonderful. Oink. I think, Dog, have you spoke to either one of them?
Who's that?
The guys over at Ubora.
No, I haven't. I need to get with them because I got a question for them.
Yeah, they're great. They're awesome. They're as bad as us 9 times out of 10, except Andre. Andre's really, really laid back, but he doesn't like to push, the language barrier. That's okay. At least we got Philip, who wants to rub our balls. But yes, that's DV Radio's Battleground Coffee Blend over at UboraCoffee.com. But if you don't want to pay that full price, there's an easier way to do that. And if you go to Patreon,
I say, good chap, it's Patreon.
No. Patreon.com/DV Radio. If you scroll down to the tier that is called 5 Pounds of Darkness, you can get about 15% off of the 5 pounds every month. That's over at Patreon, and you're supporting DV Radio and Ubora both ways. But you can get a discount over at Patreon if you want the 5 pounds that way.
Yep. Still shows up to your house in a great amount of time, just like it would if you ordered it. So.
Yep. And if you do decide to go to Patreon and get your 5 pounds of coffee there, be sure that you tell us your address and if you want whole or ground, because if you don't tell us, we're just going to send you whole bean and all that good shit. And probably drinking it.
Damn it.
Yep.
Oh, that title of the tier is racist.
Okay.
5 Pounds of Darkness is racist.
Well.
No, that's what she said.
That's racist.
Well. You'll have to suck it up, Buttercup.
I'm offended now. They're fucking DVs, those racist bastards.
You're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. That's what I say.
I ain't stuck in 5 Pounds of Darkness.
Well, I'm 200 pounds of whiteness. So, how's everyone doing this week? How was your week?
Heat's kicking my ass.
Nogs, you can fucking suck my cock because I am fucking starving and I have to eat something. So what did you guys do this week?
I played with a lot of hoes. Mm-hmm.
Those Air Force
guys. Wait, what?
We did a lot of hydro seeding this week on base since most of the other grass and stuff like that was dead. So we actually did a large project, I'd say about 2-3 weeks ago, to where we revamped a lot of drainage area in front of a building.
And I actually think Nog was talking to PTSDog about Patreon.
It might have been.
What?
Nog said, "Get the cock out of your mouth, Navy. Then you can say it properly."
Go fuck yourself, Nogs.
Because I was eating and we had already
passed. The most respectful way possible, you fucking dick.
Well, I'm eating and we had already gotten past that point, so I read his chat after the fact. I was like, he's talking to me then, because that's the first thing you're going to think. And I was like, no, wait. He said Navy. He's talking about Patreon, Mr. Patreon over there. Didn't mean to cut you off there, right? I wanted to make that clear.
Good. You're good.
Oink's talking about blowing hose or something.
Blowing hose, yeah, laying some seed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we did a big construction type thing. We redid a bunch of drainage area in front of a building.
You just almost said big cock, didn't you?
I almost did. You guys got me all excited. But yeah, it was a little different work than the last couple of days. So yeah, playing with a lot of hose, spraying a lot of stuff, spreading my seed. It was good. It was a good week.
Any week where you can play with your hose and spread a lot of seed is a good week.
Right? I was about to say that myself.
You know it.
As long as you sprayed your seed, that's all that matters.
Yes, sir. We did lots of it. I'd say about, 2,600, about over 3,000 gallons worth of seed. Yeah, baby.
Damn, that's a lot of juice, Holmes.
Dude, a fireman's hose ain't got shit on that. now
shit.
all of our firemen are going to be like, actually, it's less than what a fire hose puts out. Most fire hoses. It's like, dude, it's a fucking joke. Get over yourself.
And you're just squirting water. I was squirting seeds. So,
And they call us nerds. Motherfucker, you're the nerdiest motherfucker on planet Earth if you know how much water comes out of a goddamn fire hose.
Hey, that could save your life now.
Yeah, no. I'm going to be the guy screaming, running out. No, I'm not going in that motherfucker. Fuck that. Let the dumbass go inside.
Oh, man. Every sailor's taught to run to it, not from it.
Well, you can run to it all you want. My ass is getting out of there. Fuck that.
Yeah,
My body wasn't built for heat.
In the middle of the ocean, you are it. You're 911.
That's when I'm like, either I'm going down in the fire or I'm drowning, because, bitch, I can't swim, and I don't give a fuck either way about that point. Oh, man. So, how was your week, Mr. JJ?
The heat's kicking my ass. I've been, it's been so hot this last week that Skeeter, from like 11 o'clock to about 4 in the afternoon, refuses to go outside. He just flat out won't.
Why?
Well, he's not
he lays
dumb.
there with his legs crossed and, you know, his eyeballs turning yellow going, I'm not going out there. It's too fucking hot. So, yeah. And I can't go out to my shop. You know, my shop is in the sun all day and there's no AC out there. I've got fans and windows, but that doesn't do a thing when you're, got an uninsulated shop out in the sun in 96 degree heat and 96% humidity. So, I'm a little frustrated because I haven't been able to get out there and do a lot of woodwork like I'd like to. So,
No, but I've seen some of the stuff you put on your page for that raffle, dude. That shit looks awesome.
oh, this raffle bowl is, I'm really proud of this piece. Actually, it's beautiful.
I got a
It
feeling
is.
he picked it up and started looking at it when you brought it up.
That's right here in my hand. As a matter of fact, here it is.
Told
There
you.
it is. Yeah, there it is. As featured on DV Radio. I'm putting that on the next post. Featured on Barracks Talk. No, it's and what's funny is the log that I cut that piece of wood out of that turned into the bowl. I was right after I had injured my arm. I was driving back home from the doctor, from the surgeon, and I saw this log laying in this lady's yard. Actually 5 or 6 logs, and she happened to be in the yard. So I'm like, pull into the driveway, and I'm like, "Ma'am, see that tree laying there? Can I do wood turning. Can I have some of that?" And she's like, "Take everything you want. Do you need help?" And it was small enough I could get it with, one arm. So I was like, "No, thanks. I got it." So,
You know when someone says, take all you want, do you need help? They want that shit gone today.
yeah, exactly. She's like, "Get the tree out of my yard." So anyway, I'm working on a piece. Well, I blew up a piece that I was going to take over there, but I'm working on a piece of that log to turn into a bowl to take back and go knock on her door and say, "Hey, I'm the guy that took the tree from your yard, so I want to give you back some of it," and give her a nice little bowl that I turned out of the tree. So
cool.
that's what I'm working on.
Nice.
I'm also working on a certain somebody's.
Are you going to start? Are you going to start branding your woodcrafts at all with anything or?
Well, I'm going to start selling it. I just haven't decided on a name yet.
Right.
I mean, my buddy Bob Bender from H&R Woodcraft and I have partnered to do big Skeet game calls, which we named after Skeeter. And those are all hand-turned, custom-turned game calls. I don't
And
know
they're
what to call
beautiful,
my
by the
calls.
way. If you're looking for a game call, go get one.
We make some, we make some, if I do say so myself, we make some really nice game calls, and we get to use exotic woods and, and we discovered things like heartwood from the same log of a piece of poplar. The heartwood sounds better than the sapwood.
Well, I was going to say that's not a paid endorsement. It's not because I know JJ or anything. When I came across the page, I didn't even know it was him. And then he starts talking to me about it. And I'm like, that's you and this other guy? He's like, yeah. I was like, those are some awesome looking and sounding fucking game calls. Like, that's some good fucking craftsmanship right there, and they're all handmade, so.
And it's fun. And what I really like about wood turning, what I didn't know until Bob introduced me to it, was how relaxing it is. I can be having the shittiest day in the world. But if I have the chance to go out there and get on the lathe, and even if I'm just out there for turning for half an hour, everything gets better. I mean, just because you have to pay attention when you're turning wood. You got a piece of wood rotating towards you at anywhere from 500 to 3,500 RPM.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay attention to what you're doing, because if you look away, shit happens. Bad shit happens.
It's gonna hurt.
I blew up a bowl today. It was great. But it's been so fucking hot. I can't get out there and do any work. And I'm going crazy.
Excuse me. That therapy piece that you mentioned about the wood turning, that's the same with me doing the editing or fucking the small scale models and dioramas, dude. I get in my own little fucking zone. The last time I was doing one of the scale models, my mom started talking to me, and I was just so fucking blanked out that she sort of yelled at me to get my attention. I was so entranced in what I was fucking painting and all. Like, I'm not fucking here. I go into a whole nother fucking world. If the house caught on fire or a nuclear bomb dropped, I wouldn't realize it.
It really is it's productive mindfulness. If you're familiar with mindfulness, wood turning, or like the miniature making, that kind of craft work, especially if it's intricate and it's small. You're making something. You're being productive. But at the same time, you have no choice but to be right in the moment and pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, well, it's like the script I've been working on for a little while that Oink and you and I have talked about. When I start typing, I don't fucking stop until my brain is just like, no more. I will sit here and I will type for 2 hours and not stop.
I've gotten to the point now where I can't write on days that I don't turn. If I'm not able to turn for an hour or so and just turn my brain off and just focus, then I can't write. I can't focus well enough to write. And I wish I'd had wood turning when I was working on the book. I would have cranked out either twice as much book, or I would have cranked it out in half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because turning lets me focus, lets my mind clear. And then when I start thinking about what I want to write about, it just pops out like,
that's
like
the good thing about
morning after Taco Bell. It's there on the page,
Well, that's the good thing about having more than one hobby. Most people are like, you can only do one hobby. No. I'm going to tell you right now, the more hobbies you have, the easier it is for your creativity to come out. The better off your imagination works. And not only that, the easier it is for you to focus on other hobbies while you're actually working on that hobby. Like you said, you'll be wood turning and a fucking idea pop in your head, and you can just pop it out like that. I'll be sitting here writing something for that script, and I'll be like, oh shit, I got this idea for DV Radio, and I'll fucking either make notes or hit one of you guys up, because I do that to you guys all the fucking time.
I can testify to that. Testify to that.
So, yeah, it's great. It's fucking wonderful.
And, Nevermore has been really sweet. She bought me some special sanding tools to help improve the final product. So that's, it's her birthday is this coming week. So I'm working on a special piece for her birthday. And I've got these chunks of cherry wood, these huge chunks of cherry wood, big tree, must be 200-300 years old that got cut down. And I've had a piece drying special to turn for her. And this cherry is unbelievably beautiful wood. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm hoping to get her son involved in helping turn her birthday piece. And so, because I think it'll mean a lot more to her if her son gets to put his hands on it.
Right.
You can try to drag Devastator into it and get him on the lathe. For Mom's birthday, and maybe hook him, give him something new to, give him something new to learn and work on. And
I was getting ready to say, knowing him, he'll be really intrigued by it, especially you showing him how and all, because I know he loves you to death. So I think he'd be intrigued by you showing him how to do it and teaching him things, and then knowing he's doing it for her. That'll light his world up.
But
double bonus for him.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this week. And you know what? The bottom line is, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work or if it blows up, because sometimes shit just falls apart, blows up on the lathe. We were still out there, working, sharing time together, and focused on Mom, and so in my mind, whether it works out or not, it's still going to be a really positive experience.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it will be for me, one way or the other.
And when I'm able, to actually focus more on the miniatures and have a little more room in my own room, I'll be able to, get those things pushed out quick. I just got a shit ton of little miniatures. They're like 28 mil, from Reaper the other day, and my mom sees them because they're only like 1.5 inches tall, and the detail you can get out of something like that if you pay attention is just magnificent. And she's like, "How in the world are you going to paint something that small?" There were some sexual jokes that I wanted to make.
I was going to say, cut hair paintbrush comes to mind.
Right, but I held back. I bit my tongue, and I was like, well, there's a reason I got the magnifying light. So, oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah. And speaking of miniatures, if any of
made out of virgin cunt hair, by the way.
Right, virgin cunt hair, yeah. And I actually got some plastic and some metal ones. A couple of them I didn't know were metal. But Reaper Minis is fucking amazing, and they're not endorsing us, so don't think this is an endorsement, guys. But if you're looking for cheap miniatures to paint, 28 mil, stuff that you can't find out there, or you want to get an off-brand name for your Dungeons and Dragons or your 40K or whatever, go over to ReaperMinis.com. They have some anywhere from a couple bucks all the way up to like $30 for a big package, but they're well worth the money. Trust me. Yeah, they're a little flimsy, but they're fucking great for a budget.
Super cool for flimsy miniatures.
Yeah, I mean, they're not actually flimsy. They're a type of plastic that's really malleable, so you can bend them. Whereas most of your higher end miniatures are really stiff, and you tend to break off objects on them, like the swords or their arms or whatever, or their wings on a dragon when you go on a travel trip or whatever, and you take them with you, or just happen to drop one or something. But I've not seen any of these actually break, and they've been put through hell by some people that I know. So yeah, ReaperMinis.com, I believe. So they're fucking great. Speaking of miniatures, if anybody knows of a veteran-owned business that deals with miniatures and hobbies, let me know. We will talk to them and see if we can work out a partnership with them to help us, to help you, to help them as well. I found a few, but they're like back alley fucking veteran-owned businesses, and I don't like their shady-ass website.
Want to buy some miniatures?
Right? Fucking hell. This one guy gave me a link to some place, Arizona, New Mexico, somewhere. Go to their website, and it looks like something from 1982, even though the World Wide Web was not around then. And on top of that, when you click on things that should be clickable, because the cursor will turn to a finger, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't have a link. It's not hot linked. So you're like, what the fuck do I do here? And even though they have a shop on their website, it takes you nowhere to their shop. It takes you to a fucking catalog. It's like, what the hell? This is some shady ass fucking Russians. That's what it is. Russians. That's what it is.
Speaking of Russians and apps, have you all heard the news and checked it out? That this little old app, face app, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, look old and shit.
Yeah,
I don't do apps, man. You have seen my tablet home screen. It's a literal one-page home screen with hot chat box buttons, and that's it.
It's very true.
It's very fucking minimal.
Yep, I just seen somebody had posted an article about that face app where it turns you old and young and all these other things. It's created by a Russian, so they're going to steal all your identity and influence you and how you vote. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
As if Amazon and Google and Facebook don't already do all of that shit.
Right?
As if, you know, when you go get your driver's license, that's not already happened.
Yeah.
It's like myself and Oink were talking during the pre-show. I use this open source Russian software for writing scripts, and I've talked to the creator. He's an awesome fucking guy. He's wonderful. He's funny. He's laid back. He's really interactive with the consumers of the product. You wouldn't know the guy's from fucking Russia. Yeah, his English is broken, but other than that, he's not Mr. Oi. Or, you know, like, like, fuck that. He's not no fucking KGB agent or nothing. But hey, it's also like I told Oink, you know, open source I'm all for, because, you know, people want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of the software that nobody can fucking afford. And I get that it takes time. I get that. That's time out of your life to build software and stuff like that. But when you say it's affordable and I have to shell out $500, that's not fucking affordable. Fucking right. Microsoft looking at you. Apple looking at you and your fucking products. $3,000 for a base model fucking computer. Fuck yourself. Like, actually, I think they went up, if I'm not mistaken, on their fucking base model. Whatever. Anyway, get away from technology for a minute. Fuck, piss me off. What I was saying about sponsors and stuff like that, if you know someone or yourself is a business owner and you want to be sponsored, hit us up at info@dvradio.net. Pitch us your business, what you do, if you're a veteran-owned business, a little bit about your military experience. If you're not a veteran-owned business, still hit us up. We don't turn you away, but veterans do take priority. That's how it goes. Same with those that want to have the show here, have their show syndicated, or be a host on one of our shows that's already in production. Just hit us up. Veterans and emergency responders get priority. But you don't have to be in a studio. You don't have to shell out $5,000 for fucking studio equipment. Have the basic things. We'll try and make you sound somewhat okay. But, you know, that's all it takes. Again, info@dvradio.net. If I don't reply to you within 24 to 48 hours, hit up oink at dvradio.net. That's how this works.
That's right. Use and abuse me, people.
Yeah.
He does have a big hose.
Right.
That's right.
We are trying to get some guests scheduled. Right. Summertime is the worst time to schedule a guest. Summertime in the beginning and the beginning of the year. And I can't stress enough, if you want to be on the show at the beginning of the year or in the summer, you need to A, prioritize what you want to do, and B, do it ahead of time. Because these people want to be on the show right now, but well, I can't do it right now because blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker, you're the one that hit me up. God damn it. Like, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I understand that shit happens. I get that. I'm working with Betsy Ross right now. She's wonderful. She's awesome. She's real chill. If you've not heard us talk about her and her fight series, please go check it out on Amazon. Smile.Amazon. DV from your charity of choice. But just type in Betsy Ross fight. You'll see all of her books on there. Wonderful fucking series. It is true to the way veterans and civilians act and their mental and emotional stability with PTSD, MST, depression, suicide. It's the hard fucking truth. It is shit that needs to be said, and it doesn't pussyfoot around. That's my opinion. We are going to have her on as soon as she's able to do so. She has a lot of shit going on in her life. I sprung it up to her. She wanted to be on, and then life got involved. But there is another guest that all of a sudden, I want to be on your show, Bo. Okay. Well, I can't do it this week. How about next week? Okay. I can't do it next week. How about the week after? Okay. I'm not sure when I can be on. I'll let you know. Okay. Like, dude, don't get mad at me because your fucking schedule is all out of fucking whack and you didn't plan for it. Okay. But, yeah. And, for those of you that want to be a sponsor and I've already talked to you, please hit me back up. I've not heard from you. Either you didn't want to do it for some reason, and I'd like to know why, or something happened and you can't do it, and again, I'd like to know why. We still want to help you guys. We work on almost any fucking budget, and I have worked on every budget from zero to a lot of money. Okay? I don't want to divulge how much any of our sponsors give us, so I'm not, but just know that we've done everything from zero to a lot. That's as much as I can say because NDAs and stuff like that, and I don't want to put anybody on a spot. So don't be afraid. Just hit us up. I know a lot of people are like, I can't do much. I'm a small business. I don't have enough for marketing. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not here to make money. If I was here to make money, I'd been going a long fucking time. I could be making six figures. You guys have no fucking clue. Me, JJ, Oink, Nevermore, Six, Recoil, we've all talked about it. Marquee, we could all be making around six figures. Trust us. If we wanted to do this for money, you wouldn't have DV Radio. So, we don't care about the money. We really don't. That being said, if you can, get out the extra money, that would be fucking phenomenal because it would help DV Radio grow. It would help us bring more stuff to you. It would help us get equipment for those that want to be on the show but can't. A lot of it comes out of our sponsors, donations, and our own pockets. That's exactly where it comes from. If we can't cover it with the sponsor, we cover it with the donations. If we can't cover it with the donations, it comes out of mine or Six's pockets. And individual hosts of their own shows. All of us have paid for our own equipment, so. But yeah, don't hesitate. I'm telling you, if you think that we're going to tell you no, the worst that we could do is say no, honestly. But just hit us up. Don't be afraid. Info at dvradio.net or oink at dvradio.net. What's that, JJ?
So we could point and laugh, if their hose is small.
Well, they probably are related to Oink.
That might be worse than saying no. That's all
right. Right. But yeah, just like I said, don't be afraid. And those that hit us up and haven't responded back, let us know why. That's all. We just want to know why. Why don't you want to be with us?
Racist bastards cost too much.
Oh, I'm sure somebody out there. I actually had one guy, and I will divulge this. I won't say the name of the company. But me and JJ has talked about this. He wanted 6 months, and I said, okay, I'll do it for $350 because he asked me to price it. I priced it for him. We're doing you 30-second ads, 2 a week, 1 spoken on Barracks talking. This is when we were still small, and it's going to be going for 6 months, and it's going to be playing on the radio every fucking day. And I'm making 2 different ads. That's 60 seconds I have to make. So I'm going to have to, spend time doing this. I'm going to market you on Facebook. I'm going to market you on Twitter. I'm going to market you on the website. DV6 is probably going to mention you on videos. That's a shit ton of stuff. And he's like, oh, we don't have that in our budget. We just bought all of our stock, and we just don't have enough in our marketing budget for that. What? Excuse me?
Did you clarify 350 or 350,000?
I said $350. I wrote it out. I even gave him a breakdown of what each thing, where the money's coming from, and I'm like, look, you're basically paying for my time because I'll tell you right now, if you can find anyone else to do it for less than that, have at it, guy. I guess he did, or he just did. I mean, right now, if you go have a 30-second ad made just read, you're going to pay a couple $1,000s. $500 to a couple thousand. You can ask JJ. He has seen the numbers. I have showed him the numbers. You can get a quote right now. 30-second ad will cost you anywhere from $500 to about $1,500. Just vocals. That's no background music. That's not cut together. That's just 30 seconds read off. That's it. So, $350 for 6 months, and you don't want to do it, guy? Okay.
It don't get more cost effective than DV Radio.
Right? I work on a zero fucking budget, motherfucker. I have cut costs.
These motherfuckers to do this.
I have cut costs over half in the 5 years I've been here. Four and some change years I've been here. I think I know how to fucking manage money. But yeah. So there is that. I had something else I wanted to talk about, but I think we hit on it when Six was here, so I won't even go back to that. I have no clue about the box of dicks, so don't ask me, and if anybody knows, don't say anything, because Six should have read it off or said something about it. That's all I'm going to say. Get mad at DB6, not me. He's the one that doesn't tell us anything. Oh, shit. I do want to update Patreon members. The movie night, we are going to try and do by, when did I say? July 31st. That's the last Wednesday of this month. Hopefully I'll be in my room by then. If not, Oink and Frosty are going to be the hosts of it, and they will do it from their domiciles.
What time is that going to be at? Because I'm doing my raffle drawing that night.
I don't know yet.
I don't want to.
I don't know yet. Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay. At the latest, it will be on the 31st. Hopefully, we won't have to do it on the 31st. Hopefully, it'll be on a night that everybody can just fucking relax and not worry about work the next day, like a Friday or Saturday evening after the show or something. But it's only for Patreon members, and you have to have that tier, and you have to have had paid 3 months in succession. So if you've not paid 3 months in succession, then we can't do it. Why do I have to pay 3 months? Because that's time out of our fucking lives for you. You will get to interact and talk with us. Some nights it'll be Oink, some nights it'll be me, some nights it'll be all of us, some nights it'll be just Frosty, some nights it'll be Six and us. Six is not being alone with that. Can you see Six? Can you see Six trying to work his way and navigate through that website? Do you know how big of a shit show that would be? Like, holy fucking Christ.
That's just going to be entertainment in itself.
Right. And if you're wondering why Patreon members get exclusive access to stuff, it's because they're helping us continue DV Radio. We thank them as much as we can. We don't know how else to repay them right now because we're in the works for a few things. If you want to find out what we're working on, you have to pay at least $1. But that's why they get to hear behind the scenes stuff before you guys. It's not that we don't want to tell you guys, but if someone's paying for access to more information, I'm going to give it to them first. And like I said, we don't know how else to pay them back right now. So that's why. And Nog said, because fuck you, that's why. Well, not really.
Because fuck you, that's why.
You're welcome.
We want to let you know, because fuck you, that's why.
You're welcome there, Frosty. You can blame Oink on that one. He should have told you. He normally does.
I normally do.
He's going to be doing something. What?
He's a.
I don't know if I'm going to be sober enough for that on that day, man.
Right. Right. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Welcome to DV Radio, Frosty.
And talking about. And talking about Patreon, yes, music therapy is still a go as soon as the room is finished and we get things set up over there. Song request priority is still Patreon members. We aren't actually playing physical tracks. I want you guys to understand that. Normally, we're not going to play physical tracks. If we ask you for song request on the night that we're doing music therapy, it's because the artist and or band will be playing some type of acoustic version of that song. Okay? So that's how we're working and navigating the licensing for that so we can still have it on podcast. See what I did there? So, and like I said, it is Patreon priority first, so all you have to do is give $1. We may have a tier for that later on. We don't know yet. We are in the talks of merchandise. If you want to see some stuff about that, again, pay $1 or so, I believe, and you can see that. I think that's all as far as Patreon goes, right, Oink?
I believe so. Like I said, we're trying different avenues, different things for different tiers. So if y'all have any info or suggestions, by all means, let us know.
Do you have any tiers for fears?
No. Unless you
we're still trying to purchase more.
For those that want to advertise or sponsor, there is 2 tiers dedicated for you. Those are our highest tiers right now. That is 2 tiers that we have just for businesses, nonprofits, and organizations. All that is for veteran-owned only. veteran owned only. We may open it up to civilians, but we know everybody's on a budget, and if you can't do those on those tiers because of your budget, again, email us and let us know what your budget is. If it's free, I'll do it for free. You don't understand how much I want to help you guys. So there's that. I think I'm beating a dead horse now. Yep. Biting that dead horse over there, boy.
And we are, by the way, working on other guests as well. I know Sailor Jerry, she definitely wants to come on.
Yes.
Again, with her schedule and the touring that she's doing right now. Like I said, I think she's doing a military tribute right now, opening up right before, was it Tim McGraw or somebody? So she's definitely busy. But yeah, she's looking to come on. Like I said, we've sent out some contacts to a couple of other organizations and folks that we're trying to get on as well. So we continuously look, and by all means, if you guys know of somebody, shoot us an email, info@dvradio.net, oink@dvradio.net, and we'll look into it by all means.
Yep. As well as Hard Luck Auto. There's a couple of other organizations, as Oink mentioned, that we can't divulge yet because we haven't heard back from them, but we know that they would be great fits for you guys to listen to. There's a couple of artists that I think you guys would be really interested in having on music therapy that we're trying to get on. One is a mainstream artist. He fucking love his fucking band. I've loved them ever since they were quote unquote underground back in the 2000s. But yeah, I think you guys are going to really love the music therapy if we can do it the way that we're wanting to. Oink and JJ both know how we're wanting to do this, so hopefully we can do the setup that we want, and nothing will come of that. And as far as bad, but here's testicles crossed to you, there, music therapy. Oh shit. So we have a couple more minutes, about 4 more minutes. So I want you, JJ, to tell everybody about this wonderful fucking giveaway that you've got.
Well, it is the 3rd anniversary of the PTSDog project and the 1st anniversary of the printing of the book this month. So I decided to raffle off the signed author's proof of the book, the very first copy of the book ever printed. On top of that, I decided that I would turn a fabulous wooden bowl to put the raffle tickets in. There are actual physical raffle tickets, and that bowl would be one of the prizes too. Well, then my good friends and fellow veterans decided they'd start chipping in prizes. So Bob Bander from H&R Woodcraft is donating either the PTSDog logo cut out with a scroll saw and mounted on a plaque, or a service plaque, one or the other. So you could have a U.S. Army plaque or Proud Army veteran, or you could just have the PTSDog logo done with scroll saw. That's another prize. Let's see. K-Bar Soap Company is donating a couple of grenades, whether that means 2 bars or, well, I don't know. Knowing Chris, that gift will be pretty fantastic. Let's see. DV Radio and Ubora Coffee Company are each donating a bag of Battlegrounds coffee. Let's see. Firefighters with PTSD are donating one of their T-shirts. And hopefully we'll get them on the Service Dog show soon. They were supposed to be on tomorrow, but the founder is on a 4-day-long bicycle fundraising ride, so I was unable to record him. Let's see, who else? Detective Roberto Oviedo, our good friend Devil Dog. He is donating a NYPD Detectives Challenge coin to the winner. That's very cool. And I think I'm trying to think what else. There's other stuff. Of course, Betsy Ross's books, Fight and Fight 2, a signed copy of each, donated very graciously by her. I'm sure I'm missing something. Anyway, raffle tickets are $5, $5 a piece. That's just, I mean, you know what? You skip one grande, vanilla, non-fat, half calf with whipped latte. Skip one and buy a ticket. How do I buy a ticket, you ask? Go to paypal.me/PTSDog. I think that's right. The link is on the PTSDog page, so you can go there and click the link, and you simply put in your $5 purchase. When you do, if you choose to buy tickets, please put your contact information in there, because if I don't know how to get a hold of you, how am I going to send you your prizes? Oh, Scav from the Scav and Scout Chronicles donated a iPod Air, or an iPod, not iPod Air, iPad Air, 32 gigabyte iPad Air. Yes, Scav and Scout Chronicles, Midnight Frosty. Let's see. I think that's everything. I don't know. There's a big list. There's a lot of shit. I mean, this giveaway has gone from, something I had available, laying around my house to all this great crap. So,
And that bowl is beautiful, people. That bowl is definitely something that's worth more than $5.
Definitely.
Oh, it is, Jay.
Everything in there's well worth more than $5. All the link and some other information will be in the description.
A gift card to Petco from NFG Vets. Can't forget those guys. And disgruntled window decal and beanie from Disgruntled Vets. Oh, and an original canvas from my little sister at Ravencraft's Tattoo Gallery. See, I knew I was forgetting shit.
Right. Well, let's go to break. We'll come back. We've got junk that's in the news. Oink is substituting for Google, and we have no fucking clue how well this will go because, hey, it's TV radio, and that's how we do shit, because we're professionals. You listen to Barracks Talk right here on dbradio.net.
Let's get it on. We've got some fresh beat for you. The music. Let's go.
You're listening to WTVR on dbradio.net. By veterans, for veterans.
Simply made for you.
All right, Ron, let's start from the top like we rehearsed, and we'll go from there.
I'm Ron Ripley. I'm Ron Ripley. I'm Ron Ripley. Ron Ripley.
Wait.
Ripley. Ron Ripley.
Okay.
Ron Ripley. Ron Ripley. Ron.
Let's roll again.
Ripley.
Take 16.
The man, the myth, Ron Ripley.
Ron Ripley, honorable discharge for DV Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ron Ripley. I am the host of Honorable Discharge. Tune in each week as I interview new guests, new veterans, slutty veterans, sexy veterans, talking about their times, shooting the shit, smoking and joking, having a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ron Ripley. You're going to find us at Honorable Discharge, the podcast, only on DV Radio.
DV Radio. Butt hurters, how many times have you found things make your butt hurt because you're easily offended? Now, at last, somebody has done something about this condition. Butt Hurter's Friend is on the market. A scientifically blended preparation manufactured especially for crybabies' butts. When used daily, helps prevent bleeding, leakage, burning, promotes healing, and in general keeps your butt in tip-top condition for hurting when it's needed. DV Radio. We're back on the air. DV Radio. You big dummy.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
That's right, folks. After laying seed and spreading some love all week, tonight we only have 5 stories, so it should be short and sweet. First one of the night. The U.S. military, Six talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the show. We're ready to protect assets against Area 51 storming group, now at over 1 million online supporters. That's right. My chair force, the Air Force, has warned potential mob of more than 1 million against their idea of storming Area 51 in Nevada. A Facebook event titled Storm Area 51, They Cannot Stop All of Us, has gone viral on Facebook with more than over 1 million users having RSVP'd as going to the event on September 20th, and nearly 1 million more expressing interest. The event's satire description says, "We will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction and coordinate our entry," referring to a truck stop located an hour away from the base. "If we nano run or a Turo run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens," the description concluded. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's sad that I know that you actually pronounce that Naruto.
Naruto. Oh, that's right. Naruto.
Yeah, the fucking last Airbender. What? Really? Really? I know that picture was set up to be a fucking joke, and now people are taking it seriously as, we're actually prepared for this shit in that way. But just seeing that dude's face on there, he's a fucking nerd from hell. And we're nerds. All 3 of us are fucking nerds. Everybody at DV Radio are nerds to some point. But that kid right there, he's going places in DC Comics and Marvel Universe, let me tell you.
I love the meme. I love the meme I saw, I think earlier today, that somewhere a major is having to brief a military commander about what a Naruto run is. And the photos of the PowerPoint slide, and this major in his cabbies, fucking with his arms out behind his back. And I'm just going, holy shit, that's NORAD US Northcom. I guarantee that's exactly what is happening at Northcom right now. I worked there. I was stationed there. I'm telling you, those are the motherfuckers who are in charge of defending assets. And there's some general in the building in Colorado Springs, Colorado, losing his ever-loving mind over this Area 51 thing. And I think it's the funniest shit ever. I mean, even if nobody shows up, like Six said, 2 weeks ago, they show up, we get memes. They don't show up,
we get memes.
Yep. Either way, it's a win-win for all of us.
That's right.
Well, one of the event creators, Jackson Barnes, said, P.S. in his post there on Facebook, P.S. Hello, U.S. government, this is a joke, and I do not actually intend to go ahead with this plan. I just thought it would be funny and get some thumbsy-upsies on the internet.
Thumbsies, upsies?
Upsies. That's what he said. So, yeah, it's just a joke, people, and if you actually show up, please Facebook Live it. We want to see it.
Yeah, if you actually show up, what happens to you? You've earned it.
Right.
Oh, shoot. And now our second. Go for it.
The celebrities talking about clapping alien chiefs.
Right?
Oh, God. Is this really what entertainment has become now?
No kidding. No kidding.
Will Smith talking about clapping alien cheeks, really?
I'm saying that might be a better pay-per-view than some of the fights we've had recently. I'm just throwing it out there. DirecTV, hey. Get a couple of, drones in the air, record that shit. But, oh, shoot. Alrighty, from the love of people to the love of animals. Police apprehend penguins who keep sneaking into sushi restaurant. Sushi lovers know that the cravings for the fishy dish are nearly impossible to beat, making it all the more understandable that a pair of penguins in New Zealand have been officially apprehended by authorities for repeatedly sneaking around the grounds of a sushi truck.
Really?
Monday evening, Wellington District Police announced that 2 wandering vagrants were temporarily detained after making themselves at home beneath the local sushi truck. Their second act of trespassing on their premises that day, the Guardian reports.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the staffer first noticed something was amiss after hearing a cooing and humming sound coming from near the warming grills beneath the mobile food truck.
Well, wait a minute. Sushi, what are they warming?
Good question.
This whole story is now suspect.
Right.
What is New Zealand's? Maybe they're preparing it a little different than everybody else in the world. I don't know.
It's fucking cold fish. Come on. What are they warming? What's in the box?
Reps for the police department wrote online that Constable John Zua quickly responded to the scene after, quote, after sensing something fishy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a load of crap.
The wanderers were soon identified as little blue penguins, as per the Huffington Post, and released back into the wild of the Wellington Harbor. Police worked with the Department of Conservation in Wellington Zoo to send the adventurous birds back to sea.
Wow. Man, these fucking news reporters and bloggers that call themselves journalists are fucking scraping to make a fucking one-word line joke, ain't they?
Oh yes.
Fuck.
I'm trying my best to,
when he suspected something fishy. That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. It's not that it's funny in of itself. It is so fucking overused and ridiculous that they can't come up with something new. That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny to us.
Yep.
It's funny because it's stupid.
Exactly. Because it's a...
That's a load of crap.
Thank you, Dr. Phil. Oh, shoot. Up penguins to our little friends down there in Florida, the gators. Actually, this is coming from Tennessee. Police department warns residents that flushing drugs could create meth gators. That's right, in Laredo, Tennessee. A Tennessee police department warned residents not to flush their drugs down the toilet, or it could lead to, quote, meth gators.
This is a big deal.
The Laredo Police Department posted on Facebook that officers served a search warrant at a home in the area and found a suspect trying to flush drugs and drug paraphernalia. Already said that the suspect, identified as Andy Perry, was unable to flush the items. He was arrested on suspicion of possessing meth or resale, possessing drug paraphernalia, and tampering with evidence. I can't even talk.
Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia. Police seized a whole whopping 12 grams of meth and 24 fluid ounces of liquid meth and random paraphernalia.
Really?
Yes. The department then warned residents not to flush drugs down the toilet because it would end up in retention ponds where people process the water before sending it downstream. Quote, now our sewer guys would take great pride in releasing water that is cleaner than what is in the creek. But they are not really prepared for meth, the department said in the Post. The Post went on to say that ducks, geese, and other birds often swim or are near the ponds. We should shudder to think one all hyped up. Oh God, let me try this again. We shudder to think what one all hyped up on meth would do, the Post said. Furthermore, if it made it far enough, we could create meth gators in Chinola Creek, Tennessee River, down North Alabama. They've already had enough methed up animals in the past few weeks without our help.
Oh my God.
They're afraid of some
meth gators.
Fair
Fucking
enough.
Alligators crawling around in wife beaters. Teeth falling out. Fucking screaming. God damn it, Lorena! I done told you!
Gotta watch out for them meth gators. Mm-hmm. Them meaner than them regular gators. Mm-hmm. Oh, shiza.
Meth gators.
I might have had dole to one of them alligators. Might have been what he was looking for when he came out there. In Tennessee, and alligators, they like dole.
I'm going to drop this link in chat so everybody can go ahead and take a peek at this next story, especially the man that we're going to be talking about, because nothing can get past the police over there in Spain. A man arrested in Spain had cocaine under toupee. Police said the man attracted their attention because he looked murderous and had disproportionately large hairpiece under his hat. In Madrid, a Colombian man was detained at Barcelona's international airport after half a kilo of cocaine was found hidden under an oversized toupee, Spanish police said on Tuesday. After arriving on a flight from Bogota, the man attracted police attention. He looked nervous and a disproportionately large hairpiece under his hat. They found a package stuck to his head with about 30,000 euros or $34,000 of cocaine. Yeah, I don't know if you all can look at that picture, but I think that's pretty much a false toupee if I have ever seen one.
Worst man bun ever.
Were you trying to say Bogota?
Bogota, there it is.
Bogota.
Because I'm like, where the fuck is...
Colombia.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, where the fuck is this goddamn word he was trying to say? And I look, and I'm like, the only arriving on flight is from Bogota.
I'm distracted by this fucking turd that's sitting on this guy's head. I mean, it looks like a fucking piece of shit just laying up there. Oh, shiny.
I'm looking for something that's got like 2 or 3 A's in it, you know, and I see Bogota. I'm like, that's not Bogota? Like, what the fuck?
Pagoda. It's Abe Pagoda. It's Abe Pagoda's brother.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Fucking Air Force guys, man.
I know, right? We don't go anywhere. We stay at home, in the rear with the gear.
Worried about meth gators and Naruto runners.
Oh, shit. But where else are we going to end up tonight except in Florida? Right? West Palm Beach uses baby shark to keep homeless away from banquet hall. Officials in West Palm Beach, Florida, are playing continuous loops of the children's songs to keep the homeless from sleeping on the patio of a city-owned banquet facility.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
I really wish we were on video right now because everyone is doing the baby shark dance.
Oh, just wait. We have another story that she needs to hear right after this.
The city began playing the song 3 weeks ago outside a glass wall waterfront lake pavilion in an effort to keep the area clean, Mayor James told Fox News. Workers in the morning were finding some of the unsanitary things, including human feces, around the lake pavilion, he said.
I'm sorry. I honestly, I don't believe they're sitting there going around this fucking pavilion shitting their brains out day and night. That it's causing...
Maybe it's the meth gators who are chasing them.
Right? Like, that's all you ever hear. These homeless people are shitting everywhere. Yeah, you tried to say that in Mount Airy when I was a kid, and I've yet to see any human shit anywhere unless it was outside of a bathroom stall and somebody splattered diarrhea all over it. Like, you realize how big some of these motherfucking dogs take a shit? Look at Skeeter and my dog. They take some massive fucking shits.
Oh, Skeeter, let me tell you. Skeeter can shit a smaller dog.
Right? Talk about a Stanley's. Talk about a Stanley steamer.
He's looking at me like right now, like what?
Well, I guess I'll put this in so I won't forget it.
Hey JJ, I got another question for you, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you think about tacos? Do you like tacos?
I love me some tacos, Holmes.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes.
They're also streaming this on a continuous loop as well.
Dude, I'd be like dancing and eating tacos.
Hey, Oink, can you start that sentence over again? Because I didn't know you were going to start talking. I was just going to play the whole minute and 40 seconds.
Oh, shit. I was starting to say, on top of the baby shark, they're also playing this lovely song one more time, Bo, Raining Tacos.
Okay, here we go.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes.
Yeah, I doubt anyone could hear you because I could barely hear you. I just heard Netflix and Chronicles.
I was saying on Netflix, there's a 5-part documentary called The Taco Chronicles that is absolutely brilliant. I fucking love it. I love that song. I love me some tacos.
Now, that whole song will not be in the pod. that whole song will not be in the podcast. A snippet of it will be, but I can't put the whole thing in the podcast. I'm sorry.
Well, not to smash anybody's hopes, but the city has weaponizing music before, or tried it, to get rid of drug dealers. Police that played classical music through the rooftop speakers in protective castings, James said, which is the mayor. The electrical cabinet of the powered speakers was eventually smashed. So unfortunately, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Playing no games, homie. So
I'm sorry. I hate to say it. There is some classical music out there that is fucking beautiful. And if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Because without it, we would not have today's fucking music. I'm telling you that right now. You wouldn't have AC/DC for fucking sure. Because they ripped their shit off of some fucking... I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop. I don't want to get in trouble. Jaws was actually ripped from a 19th century piece. If you didn't know. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Skeeter wants tacos.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh, sure. But that's all the news we have for the night, folks.
Aww, everybody's gonna cry now.
Disappointing. But hey, we got another song stuck in your head. You're welcome.
Yeah, Nevermore is gonna, message me here in a minute. I'm gonna kill you. Oh shit!
Because he tried to get Skeeter to talk on air.
It's too funny. It's too fucking funny. Just so you know, the song that Jaws ripped their theme song from, is a small snippet of and I want to say his name right, Antonin Dvorak. I think it was the New World Symphony. I think, yeah. What you said?
Anton Dvorak.
Dvorak. There you go. Dvorak. The D's silent. New World Symphony is where they grabbed the Jaws theme song. It's only a snippet. It's only like 10 seconds long, but you hear the da-dum, 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 da, and it's to change the tempo of the song. But it was made in like 1880, 1890 something. Don't ask me why I know so much music theory.
I'm on the air.
I know a lot of music theory. Anyway, yeah, so DV Recoil is not here. Or not DV Recoil. He's not I was going to say Recoil is not here for the DV Barracks. But anyway, so go check out the DV forum at dvbarracks.com. Dude, I am so delirious, man. I've barely slept the past 2 weeks. dvbarracks.com is the DV forum. You can go over there and peruse in anonymity. Make your call sign any call sign you want. Make your profile picture any picture you want. You can get away from social media like Facebook, Twitter, and all of that jizzy jazz stuff. At DV_DV Radio is our Twitter, or Twitter. You got DV Radio on Facebook as well as Dysfunctional Veterans DV. That's our main page now, Dysfunctional Veterans DV. We also have the closed group, so you can join there. If you're a vet or military, you cannot be a civilian at all for the closed group, but you can be a civilian or any other type of person for the main page, which again is Dysfunctional Veterans DV. That's what the title says, Dysfunctional Veterans DV. I believe that's all. We are in the works of a lot of stuff, trust me. We're working on a lot of shit. We're still working on the noir script. We're working on the coffee show. We got some merchandise stuff that we're working on still, like I've told you guys a million times. I know you think we're not, but we are. It just takes a little time for some of this stuff when you're working with no budget. I got to call in a lot of favors. So I got to stretch that zero budget out there, man. Got to stretch it. I hope you all have enjoyed the show. JJ, any last words?
Hello.
It's Nevermore. It's fucking Nevermore. Asshole.
Nothing really, except, go join the Go check out the raffle if you want to win the prizes for the raffle for the anniversary of PTSDog. Check out the Service Dog Show with PTSDog. Hopefully next Sunday I will have the guy from Firefighters with PTSD on if he makes it back from his bicycle fundraising trip safely.
You're
Other than
long-winded.
that, everybody be safe, take care of one another, and I'm gonna sign off here in a minute and go strangle Nevermore.
Just for Never. Wait, is Nevermore listening?
She's right here.
Can she hear me?
Yes.
You're welcome. I love you too.
You fucking fucker!
I love you.
I love you. Gonna die. Oh no, be so scared.
Oink, oink. You got any last words for our listeners?
No, just stay safe. Keep looking out for one another, fuckers. That's from our brother Recoil, and for myself. Thanks for everybody for listening, being the Patreon members, and just everybody in general. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know about JJ and Oink, but I'm going to go roll out here. This has been Barracks Talk here on dvradio.net, WDVR, for Oink, JJ, DV6, Recoil, Google, and Marquis, who all three were not with us. I'm Bonerwood. Until next week, Buttsicles. Bye-bye.
Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks.
Goodbye, motherfucker! DV Radio.
That's my bicycle horn.